everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. Can you believe that this is the last class? So for this entire event this weekend, I've been able to pop in and out of a whole bunch of the different classes. I may have seen you there. I may have said hello. And oh my goodness, what an incredible event this has been. It is the Super Bowl of crafting. I say this every single year that I'm so fortunate to be a part of this. And this is the event. If you only do one event for the entire year, and be able to hang out with your favorite brands and be a part of something massive, this is the event that you want to be a part of. Okay, let me say hello to everybody before I hop into things. So, hello, Crafty Friend. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Betsy Green, my friend. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Catherine, I believe, who is behind the SCT handle. Hello, scrapbook.com, whom I'm assuming is Cody. Or Laura. Laura's usually in here under her name, though. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Amber. Hello, Mindy. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Penny, our dear sweet Penny that helps us out here at Brutus Monroe. There's Laura. Oh my goodness. Hello, 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 everybody. Look at you all just quickly commenting. So, I'm really excited because this year, my backdrop has changed. So most of you know that I do change up the backdrop based upon the time of year or the season, and we're not quite springy yet here at Brutus Monroe, and we're real far kind of away from Valentine at this point. So because of that, I decided that my backdrop would just be my favorite things. So moving forward, you're going to see some of my favorite things in the backdrop. We're going to play around with some different changes and things in the backdrop, but as it stands right now, it's just a lot of my favorite things. So in the meet and greet, I forgot, unfortunately, to talk about my backdrop. We got lots of messages, very concerned about talking about what my backdrop is. And oh, thank you, Jennifer. Tell Sterling, tell my buddy that I have something coming for him very, very soon that he is going to like. We have some new kids merch coming out, so let him know I have some goodies coming for him. Hi, Gina. So behind me, you can see just a lot of my favorite things. So I love Nerf. I love video games. I love Legos. I love my dear sweet friends. This is Catherine and Cody and Laura and myself. This is me and look at this. Look at me and Gina. Literally fetuses. Me and Gina. This is when I very first met Gina. This giant Lego guy, the Funko Pop that was designed to look like me. Again, my Nerf. This is a Lego set. Me and Tim Holtz. So lots of all of my favorite things. Yes, Nightmare Before Christmas. Hello, Megan. Lots of my favorite things. So that is what that is. Y'all, my volume right now is up as loud as it can go without bursting out your eardrums. So I'm looking at the mixer right now on the screen, and it is as loud as it can be. So I can't turn it up anymore or it will rupture your speakers. So just click on your hover. You'll see a little volume down in the right-hand corner and turn that puppy up so that it's as loud as it can be. I know scrapbook.com. I need to send an email to you guys. I have some ideas up my sleeves. I just have to get it out to you. So, yes, Gina with the short hair. Yes, Gina, do you remember that picture? I mean, that's literally when we first met. So, all right. I hope you all are ready for some high energy, super fun crafting, because that's just what I am. That's all I know how to be. I love this job. I love this industry. I love being a part of all of this. So I am wild and fun, and we're gonna have some fun with our creativity in our cards today. So I want you to grab your book, and I want you to turn to my portion, which is going to be on page 91. We're going to turn to page 91, and we're going to read real quick the quote here, because this quote means a lot to me, because this is now, I believe, my third or fourth class in in my new life, I guess you could say. And here it says, every rainstorm ends somewhere, sometimes right where the sunshine begins. This class is all about finding sunshine after the storm. I cannot wait to share a little rainbow with you. So, as I said in my meet and greet, my little rainbow is Theodore, my little Theodore. I just had lunch, dinner with him and my family right before coming into the studio. So my cup is very, very full. So I will have a very grateful heart while I am teaching this class. So we have several moderators that are going to be helping me out in the chat today. They will most likely be able to answer your question. If your question doesn't get answered the first time, please put it in all caps so that I am able to see it, and I will have the ability to answer those questions for you. So on page 91 is where kind of everything starts. You probably have already seen that. And I have a couple of my own Funko Pops. And then we are going to actually turn to page 93 to get started, okay? 93 to get started. All right, okay. So yes, the progression of my classes have kind of been the progression, of my life for the past couple years, 2 years, 2.5 years. So what we're going to do is we are going to first kind of grab the things that we are going to need. We're going to kind of slow and steady wins the race. We have 2 hours together. So if I'm going too slow for you, just kind of just sit back, relax, enjoy the evening. And if I'm going too fast for you, just tell me, slow down the tiny little bit, and I will be able to do that as long as we're good on time. But again, if not, you can come back and you can watch all of this later. So let's go ahead to our top view here, and let's go ahead and kind of get ourselves centered, make sure we're in the right spot. Well, welcome, Kimberly. I hope you have a good time. I hope you have a good time with me today. So what we're going to do is we are going to work off of this page here. I'm going to work completely down from this page, and we're just going to follow along, okay? So the very first thing that you're going to need is you are going to need your sparkle overlay. So this was inside of your kit. I apologize if my screen gets a little wonky. It will most likely do that because of the overlays. It's just what happens with the overlays, unfortunately. It's not a terrible thing, but it does happen with the overlays, okay? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 3.5-inch circle die that we told you to have ready, or to have for the class, and you are going to actually die cut. I'd say probably just about, and you can take a look here on my card. It's going to be just a little bit higher than center, okay? But you want to keep it centered this way, okay? So I'm going to grab a piece of pixie tape here. I'm going to place that on there. I'm trying to look at questions in between. Okay, so you're going to grab that. We're just going to pop that piece right on there, okay? And then I'm going to pull this to the side, and I'm going to grab my favorite die cutting machine in the world of die cutting machines, and that is my Gina K Intracut machine. I'm not quite sure what I did without this machine. You can see I accidentally cut on there before. Don't do that. I like to cut mine upwards like this. I'm gonna place this in. I need to get some new cutting pads. You can see this is very well loved. Very, 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 very well loved. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna send that through, and that's all of our die cutting for right now. So we can pop this puppy out of the way, and we're going to, whoops, it's on this side. See, that was a magic trick. If you didn't catch that, that was a really, really, really quick, very quick magic trick that if you weren't paying attention, you would have simply missed. Whoops. Oh, hold on. We're going to send that through one more time. I had it on a very loose setting. Hold on. What setting did I have that on? Oh my goodness. Well, having it on a 0 is not going to work for us here. Luckily, through the magic of television, I do have another one ready to go. We're going to send that through one more time. there wasn't enough pressure. And also, it probably has something to do with the fact that I'm still using my same cutting mat from the very beginning, and I've run this through about, I don't know, couple thousand times. So this will, over time, kind of squish down. That's just the nature of the beast. So I need to get some new plates. And I need to get that one. Did you see that little one that she has? I need to get that one too. All right. We'll send this through, and I just put it on a tighter setting. Oh, okay. It should be good now. I just didn't have it on a very tight setting. That's the problem. Oh yeah, you can use a stitch circle. Yep. Okay. We should be good now. Gina did give a great tip though. She said, if you use a piece of cardstock, that should help. So if yours doesn't go through, go ahead and give that a try. And also what you could do is you can go in and cut if you need to, but we are good now. The mini intercut, oh yeah, I need to get one. I need to get myself one. So you're just gonna put your little die to the side. Let's see if I can answer any questions. Yes, hello, Simon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So you will then be left with this piece. This is a centerpiece like this, and then you'll be left with your circle, okay? Okay, so we are going to put both of these pieces to the side, okay? But yeah, you should, I mean, I've cut them so many times. And also, if you have a dull circle, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can happen, but you should be just fine. Okay, so now we're going to cut our washi map 1 into 4 panels. I mean, into the 4 panels, okay? So in your kit, this is a washi map, okay? This is a washi map. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this into 4ths. It is printed with a bleed, so that means since it's printed with a bleed, we are going to be able to just cut it in 4ths. So we're gonna go to 4 1/4, okay? 4 1/4, bam, and then 5 1/2. Okay, bam, and bam. Okay. All right, so now this is what it will look like. Let me show you so it'll be easy for you to see. This is what it will look like when it's all cut out. Wait, let me double check that. Let me double check that to make sure it's in the right direction. It is. Phew. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You're gonna cut it into 4ths, and this is the one we want. Okay, so whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes, Simon Hurley has an incredible video using these overlays. I mean, you'll see, he shows you, I mean, all sorts of different stuff on how to use them. And myself and Miss Jennifer are going live soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but we are going live soon to show you more ways to use them. All right, so next we are going to take this piece of our sparkle overlay. So the rectangle piece of sparkle overlay, we're going to place this over top. So what I suggest doing is I suggest peeling it off. So it's going to be kind of floppy like this. All right. And taking your bottom portion, kind of let it roll. Do you see how it's rolling over on itself? start at the very bottom corner. Now this is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which your piece is not, so don't worry, we're going to cut that down. So you're just going to place it and just let it kind of glide and do its own thing, okay? And you do have a couple seconds to adjust it, but you're just going to let it glide and kind of do its own thing. And just kind of don't tighten it up too much, and you can go back and forth, okay? Go back and forth, and we're just going to apply that over top. And then can you see? Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, it was so cool. So cool. Yes, you get 4 A2 panels, so you would get 8 in a pack, okay? All right, so now what I will do from time to time is I will take Gina K's fuse machine. Now, you don't have to have this, but I will take Gina K's fuse machine. I'm not going to fire it up, but I will run this through. You can use your little sleeves, run this through, and then it will just press it down even further. You don't have to do that, though. You don't worry about that. If you don't have that, it's not a big deal, NBD. But I suggested if you find that it's not, and you can also put it through your die cutting machine. But I mean, it's a heck of a sparkle without any need for any type of heat or any type of special lamination. It goes on just, I mean, absolutely perfectly. And yeah, I love it. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take the rainy day washi sheet that has 10 strips, and from the top to the bottom, we are going to use strips 1, 3, 8, 9, and 10. Now, I want you to pause for a second. Remember, we talked about this before. See your washi right here? Okay, so grab your washi sheet. You only get one of them, but grab your washi sheet. Normally, there would be 2 in a pack. And see how this matches this perfectly? Take this, if you have a pen, and what you're going to do is you're going to number these straight down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? See that there? Okay. Thank you, Simon. Isn't it a pretty glass mat? So you're going to number them all the way down, 1 through 10. And now we will not have to, the setting I put it on is I just put it on a 1 because it doesn't need any heat. I just leave it on number 1. So now we don't have, you can come back and you can look at this in the future if you need this, you know, to get some information of which one we use. But now you can put this away. But this is here, so you're able to utilize that very easily. So, all right. So what we're going to do, and you do not have to lay them down the same way that I did. You can do this really in whatever order you want, but I'm going to show you the order that I did so that it makes the most sense for you if you're looking at mine. So the very first one I'm going to grab is number 3, okay? So this is number 3. It's the third one down. You're going to peel this off. Washi strips are literally just a washi strip adhesive material that you can use on your washi map. So let me zoom in real tight here. So on the washi map, do you see these little gray kind of indicators here? I feel like a weatherman. I'm trying to look at the screen and this at the same time. These little indicators, you're going to take, let me zoom out a little bit now so you can see. It's going to be kind of hard to see on my screen, but you can tilt yours so that you see that. There we go. See that little indicator? That's going to make it so you can line up your washi strips perfectly every time, okay? So there's our first one, all right? So when you do your first one, zoom out a little bit more here. When you do your first one, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to pop off and do that there, okay? So that's our first one. Do you see that there? All right. Oh, Cindy, it should be updated because they were actually printing them on Friday. So check back. They should be restocked. Okay, so next we are going to use, so we used number 3, okay? Now we're going to go in and we are going to use number 10. Okay, so number 10 is going to be just this little tiny part right here. Okay, so just line that up. Again, take your scissors, trim, fold over. Okay, it's as easy as that. And you'll be just so, I mean, you should see on our website so many of these cards that have been made. And oh my goodness, are they incredible. Oh my goodness. All right, so next we're going to grab number 8. Number 8 is this one right here. Okay, number 8, and we are going to place that so you will be able to see. I like to flip mine over so it's a little closer to me, but we're going to place that just like so. Make sure it's lined up. Pop that on there and trim. And then you can just kind of fold that over like that. And I will just kind of trim mine off here at the side. You can do like a trim with your paper trimmer if you'd like as well, but no harm, no foul. Okay, so now, again, place this right back on your release sheet. And there we go. So we now have that one there as well. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take number 9, which is this one right here with the little clouds. And I'm sure that you will be able to figure out a lot of things that you can do with these washies. Myself and Jennifer, not that long ago, did a live stream together where we talked all about these and all about the washi maps. And it's just a really, really fun, really cool concept. Now we're going to grab number 1. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to place that one like so. Again, a little snip. Okay. And then, again, pop that one back so we know which one, because we are going to use these again, okay? Then we're going to go back to number 3, which is this one here, okay? And then we are going to pop that there. And again, just chop it off, give it a little haircut. Now, this is a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Before, we would put the overlay over top, but I think it's so cool to put that there. Mine have a little. They should be okay, Stephanie. If you can trim them, some of them in the printing process, the bleed may have overhung just a little bit, but that shouldn't hurt anything. Yeah, I would just trim if there was any tiny. If anything, it should be just a tiny little issue. Like I see, I have it on my white one here. And that's just simply because of the fact that it just, in the printing process, the bleed went a little bit further over. But I think it kind of adds character, to tell you the truth. All right, so next we are going to grab number 10, which is this one right here, okay? And we'll place that right there. And again, it's as simple, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a color by number. All you're doing really is just following the map. That's all you're doing. Okay, and then for this one, I'm not going to waste and go all the way over here. I'm just going to go to about right here because that's where our other circle is going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use, this one is number 8. And I'm just going to go to, say about there. Now, that's not going to save us much, so let's just fold that over, actually. It's not going to save us too much, but it saves you a little bit. And you can see that overlay a little bit there. I kind of like that. I kind of feel like that's an opportunity. Can you please repeat order of tape strips to bottom, perhaps? I would say yes. Leave a little extra tape to wrap behind, yes. So, do you want to know the order they go in, or... Oh, it just goes 1 through 10. I'm sorry. So let me zoom out. It goes 1 through 10 all the way down. Does that make sense? Just 1 through 10 all the way down. Yes, and it's also in the instructions. Yep. Okay. So now we are on this strip right here. So it is Second up, it's the one that has the Brutus Monroe logo on it very faintly. And for that one, we are going to take number 1. Now for this, since we're going back through the way that I cut it, I'm just going to trim this so that it's straight going across, okay? And then I'm just going to go right up and down. And don't worry, we have already planned ahead that you will have enough for each one of these. We already went through and made sure that everything was going to measure correctly and was going to be good to go. So you will be just fine. We took all the guesswork out of it for you. Then we're going to go into number 3. And we're going to cut straight up and down. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and place and wrap. And again, just eyeball it. It's not a big deal. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. And then chop. I just saw someone the other day we have bookmarks, bookmark washi maps that are the perfect size of and you can see here I went a little bit over, so I'm just gonna go in and trim it, and it's just fine. But the bookmarks, whoo, they are beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna grab again number 10, which is this one right here at the bottom, and I am going to chop. Okay. And I like to turn it, again, I like to turn it around so that I can really get in there and see what I'm doing. And then chop, fold that over. And then we're going to do one more here. The last one is going to be number 9, which is this one right here. Again, I just trimmed that so it was straight. Pop that on there. Trim, fold over, and we are all done with our panel. Woo! Okay, so you can see here now, look at how cool that background is. This is one of those cards, and I think both of these cards are kind of this way, where it's that kind of aha. Like when you give it to someone, they're gonna be like, now wait a darn minute, how the heck did you do that? How in the heck did you get that spectacular background back there? How did that work? And I think it's just really cool. So see how that stays behind there. And again, we don't need any heat, we don't need any lamination, we don't need anything other than just popping those on top. And the thing that I love about this is, I mean, for me, I love the idea of mixing. I'm gonna actually move this, move my other glass mat out of the way, because that might help us. That might help us a little bit with the way that we're kind of going back and forth with the lighting. It might make it a little bit better. So it mixes the idea of the matte as well as the shine. So this is obviously all matte, but this is the shine. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and let's go to our next step. So since we've used our washi, we're going to grab our trimmer, and we're going to trim this out. This is on step 5, if you're following along. We're going to trim this out to cut at 4. So again, 4, and we're going to cut off the edge where, the edge of your overlay was. So 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So now it is the size that we needed it to be. And that center area is going to get covered up. Don't worry. I know that's probably driving you nuts like it drove me nuts. I would suggest taking photos of how far it is off and sending it to about replacement products. At the most it's going to be as a 1/16 of an inch. It's a 6, and it's just the way that the printing process happened. There's nothing, there's none of them that can be so far off that it would deem a replacement product. You're just going to trim them off. That's all. Just trim it down. Again, this is the only thing that you would see, and it's not going to hurt your design or the way that you would put it together, I guess is what I should say. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the 3.5 inch circle die that we already used here. Okay. And what we're going to do is we are going to die cut a circle in the center of the white raindrop panel, okay? So you would have received your raindrop panels, or all of the different panels. Let me grab mine out of my kit. Now, I mean, if yours is going through the center of the washi, I can understand that. I can understand that. So if it's going like literally through the center, that's a big problem. But just down here at the bottom, that's not going to hurt your design. And we would have to see something where it's like literally the entire center of it is off. Yeah, there you go. Just looks like it's inked on the edges. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. All right, so let me grab our raindrops, which is this one right here. Okay. We're going to make sure your raindrops are going in the right direction. Sometimes they, you know, I accidentally do them upwards. So just make sure that you are going in the right direction. And we're going to take our circle and we're going to place it, I would say, kind of in the same spot that we did it on this one here, just in, you know, kind of right like so. Does that make sense? Like the center adjacent, I guess you would say. Would that be the right thing? Oh, good. I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm having a very good time. All right, so we're going to place that just like so. We're going to pop, I'll just do one piece of the tape because sometimes it can get a little wonky if you're pressing down too hard. Okay, so we're going to pop this in here. And let's go ahead and run this through. All right. And we're going to go ahead and pop that through. Whoops, let me adjust the tightness a little bit on this. It doesn't need to be as tight. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to pick some more springy type images, or not images, some more springy type colors and things like that. All right. I love it. Yeah, the patterns are fun. They're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. Okay. So now we're gently going to peel this off. Okay, and then you are going to set your raindrop panel over to the side. Okay. Set this over to the side because we are going to use that later. We're not wasting around here. We are going to use that later. Okay. So now step 7, change it to, oh no. Okay, that's not supposed to be in there. Forget those words. Using Theodore Sunshine stamp set, we are going to stamp and die cut the hugging mice and heart. Okay. Okay. So we're going to move this to the side because this is eventually going to go right here, and see how that then covers up. You're going to place it right where that other one was, and that's going to cover everything up. See that? That's going to be perfect. Okay, so let's move this over to the side, and let's do a little stamping, shall we? Let's do a little bit of stamping. Okay. Oh, I think we're doing good on time. How's everybody doing out there? Good? Is everybody having fun? I hope so. I hope you're having a good time. I hope so. Okay. So let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. My stick and stamp mat has been through it. This is the 10-year anniversary one that has all of the different images in the background, which I think is a whole lot of fun. I'm going to grab my stamp set that I have already opened. Your stamp set has a pretty backer and all of that stuff. I'm going to grab this stamp set, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a piece of our Perfect Blend cardstock, which is just our really good cardstock for really good cardstock for coloring on. And we're going to grab our little mouse. We're going to grab our little mouse and friend. And then we're going to grab the heart. Okay. And then we're going to grab the sentiment that says, after the rain comes the rainbows. Okay. We're going to keep that down in that corner there because we want to make sure that we are staying in place, so to speak. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pop that up, pop that down to the corner, and I'm going to take my Raven ink. This is the Brutus Monroe black ink. It's alcohol marker safe. It is alcohol marker safe. It is watercolor safe. You just got to obviously make sure that it's dry. Oh, that's a really good first stamp, but let's do it again just because. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm having a good time. I haven't used the stabby tool yet, but it is coming. I will be using it very soon. I'll be pulling out that stabby tool very, very soon. All right, there we go. That looks pretty crisp to me. I'm gonna grab my squeaky clean here. This one is my absolute favorite. It's called Rainbow Wishes, and oh my goodness, does it smell good? All right, I'm trying to get better at cleaning my stamps. Are you all? How many? I mean, I would say, by a show of emojis, give me a smiley face if you clean your stamps always right after, or give me a frowny face if you don't always clean them right away. I would probably be the face with the mouth that is the line in the middle. that's what I would be. But you tell me by a smile or a frown, or I guess the face in the middle that has the line. How good are you at making sure that your stamps are clean right away? I mean, I am not. Oh, look at you. Oh my goodness, you're all fantastic. Wow. That is incredible. I am not as good. Okay, all right. We've got some people that are. All right. Okay, all right. It's starting. We have some people that are owning up to it, but not a lot. I mean, a lot of you are real good at it. Real good at making sure everything is in place and good. Well, look at you. I'm proud of each and every one. Look at some of the aliens. I love the aliens. Smiles are definitely winning. We should have figured out how to do a poll. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take our Olo markers. Now, these are the Olo markers that I told you you could get for class, but you did not need them, obviously, for class. But I am going to be coloring in our little mouse here, and we are going to be using, let me find my R1. So R1 is going to be what we're going to use for the ears, the tail, and the heart. Hold on one second. Let me grab my... So one thing that I will say, whenever I do my alcohol marker coloring, is I like to grab one of these mats. Oh, well, thank you. I'll grab one of these mats. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Because then if it bleeds through, it's not a big deal. Plus, it like shows you where to put stuff and everything. And what I like to do also is I will take this and make sure it's the right color. So this is the right color for our ears here. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do our ears. Okay. This is kind of the soothing part of class. I also like to put a piece of paper underneath so that it can catch if anything bleeds through. It's always smart to have a piece of paper underneath. Okay, so there's our pink. And then we're going to do the tail. Okay, and then the nose. The nosies. All right, okay, and then for the first, so R1 is called T Rose. Okay. And then NGO and NG1. Let me put these two together so that I have them together. Bear with me one moment here. There we go. Sorry, I mixed them up. Okay. This is the great thing about Olo markers is you can put the colors together that you're going to use together. So NGO is going to be the neutral gray 0, and NG1 is just neutral gray 1. So we're going to start with 0. And again, I like to kind of dab off on the side here. Oh. Well, the Olo special marker, I am not 100% certain. Oops, I forgot hold on, I forgot an ear. I'm not 100% certain. We can ask Lori. I don't know if Lori is here. I'm thinking that it will probably come back. I just think it was a little bit more popular than we first anticipated. But I mean, I guess it would be pretty popular to just be able to grab the colors you need. A concealing carry. It depends on your state, Monica. Where are you? Where are you located? That's going to depend on your municipality and state. That's all going to depend on that. Absolutely. All right, so we're just going to go in and we're just going to gently color in, and then I'm just going to take the NG1, and I'm just going to go kind of around the back here and around the side of the face, and then the side of little Theo's face. And it's just going to add a little bit of color. Do you see that there? And it's all going to blend together. All right, Monica, one you may and one you may not. I'll have to double check. Yes, but I'm not sure, Jen, if these colors, so I'm not sure if these, so if you look in the book, I guess the question would be, did they bundle them together based upon in-stock products, or did they just create a bundle? So, if there's I don't know. So like, I guess the question is, if anybody's on Olo's site right now, see if they have R1.1, which would be T Rose. If that's in stock, you may be able to get all of the colors separately. I'm not sure if they made a bundle of the colors, or does that make sense? I hope so. All right. Let's place these puppies to the side and let's get to die cutting. Okay, so we are going to need, and it does say in your book, to fussy cut the after the rain comes the rainbow, and that's just because I forgot that you did receive the dies for your pieces. So go ahead and, oh, it's back in stock now. Great. Go ahead and use your dies. When we first started the things for the class, we didn't think we would have enough room to do the dies as well, but we did. So, or to do those extra dies, so you're good. Okay. Well, there you go. All right, we love a promo. We love a promo. All right, so we're just going to place this like so. Okay. Okay, the bundle is out of stock. Got it. I am not 100% certain. That was something that I reached out to Lori because I knew that I wanted to use the Olos, and I said, would it be possible? And she said, absolutely. She's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, R1 is available. So you may be able to get them individually, which would be great with that promo that's going on right now. Grab them individually, my friends. Absolutely. Okay. I mean, if you want the specific ones for this, I could tell you we will have a Theodore. We are going to have a Theodore set coming out very soon as well. I mean, it's probably going to be within the next, I don't know, 2 months or so. That is another set that is specifically for Theodore. It's only 4 markers. Okay. So we'll go ahead and die cut this. They do not yet. They will very soon. For his first birthday, we're hoping to have coordinating dies. I'm not sure where they ship from. Does anybody know where Olo is located? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Oh yeah, don't you love a promo? I love a promo. I love a promo. All right, so we sent these through. The real Theodore he will be on April 1st, he will be 11 months old. So May 1st, he will be 1. He's almost 1. And we have lots and lots of little stamps to kind of... Oh, Oregon. Okay. Lots and lots of stamps to celebrate him all year long. There is a new Theodore stamp coming out every single month. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and now let's go back to our notes. Let me move some things out of the way here. Sorry, everybody. I hope... Am I going at an okay pace for everyone? Let me know. Can you repeat the question so we know what is being answered? Sure. The last question was, where do Olo markers ship from? There you go, Monica. I love that. She said, I turned 64 on May 4th. Maybe Theodore and I can celebrate together. I love that. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pace is good. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our little circle here. Make sure that your circle, again, make sure the rain... I mean, I guess you could make the rain go that way if you wanted to. I'm just making my rain go straight up and down. And we are going to glue our little mice. Whoopsies. Glue our little mice over to the right-hand side. We don't want to lose anything here, so let's try to get our act together, Christopher Allen. Let me put these away. Okay. You're so tired. Oh my goodness, Melissa. Melissa says, I'm so tired that I can't think straight. Well, luckily, you are able to come back and do these classes over and over and over again. So if you're tired now, you can come back and create later, which is great. I love that. All right. Okay. All right, so we're going to grab our little Theodore and Uncle Chris, and we're going to add some glue to the back. All right. We're going to glue our little mice down, and we're going to put them kind of just like so. Okay. And then for our heart and our after the rain comes the rainbow, we are going to... Wine is keeping me going. Oh my goodness, Margaret. Okay, go ahead. All right. Okay. She said, the wine is keeping me going. Okay, I like it. All right, I'm going to grab some... Oh, thank you, Melissa. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to trim down some little pop dots here, or pop up squares. Okay. And we're going to pop up the heart. Oh yeah, we have lots and lots and lots of little Theodore ideas coming up. This past month was... what was this past month? Just gonna move this over just a little bit there. Oh, he's dressed up as a bird this month. he is dressed up as a bird this month, and he's in a bird bath. Because I was trying to think of a way that we could incorporate a mouse with a bird, and I was like, I guess they could be friends, but I was like, no. My little Theodore would want to try to play with the birds, and he would have discovered that it would have been funny to dress up as a bird, and that's how he could become friends with them. The only way he could become friends with them is if he dressed up like them, which I just thought was hilarious. All right, let's stop for a couple of questions. Oh, thank you. This is truly the cutest kit. When I opened my box, it was my fave. Great. Question, did the dies come with the kit? They did, Daisy. I'm drunk with inspiration. Last night I was such a frenzy doing Simon's cards, I cut my finger, but I did stop. No way. No time for a Band-Aid. Just slapped a paper towel on it and moved on. Listen, that is dedication, Vicky. That is dedication. What did Simon Hurley say? 2 Red Bulls and counting. Yeah, we know. Simon and I often will chit-chat on FaceTime while we're working and designing and stuff. And I don't know how he does that many Red Bulls. I'd have a hummingbird heart. I'd be I wouldn't be able to do anything. I could not function. I certainly could not. All right, so let's go ahead and let's place this right on top of that circle there. I'm going to grab some more. Oopsies. Some more little foam tape here. Questions, have you considered Rebel? Check back with me next month. Check back with me next month. I know he is young. He's literally, I told you, when I was doing the lighting for my studio, they said, okay, well, what are you looking for? I said, I want to look like Simon Hurley. I said, whatever you could do to get me to look as young as Simon Hurley, I said, I need 2 of those. So this is where we ended up at. The brightest lights, you could do an X-ray with the lights that are in my studio. No joke. If you need an MRI, you just come to 1000 Green Tree Road and we can go ahead and we can get you set up. We can get you set up. They put him to sleep. Yeah, they do. Although Simon also loves, if you want to know the way to Simon Hurley's heart, has anybody ever heard of the peppermint bark from Williams-Sonoma? Have you ever tried that stuff before? You can drink one and take a nap too. I could never. My word, you all are better than me. You are better than me. Okay, so there is card number 1. You are going to want to take a piece of the white paper that was in your kit, and that's what you're going to use to make your card base. I guess I should have said that earlier on. I apologize. But this is the last class, so I'm going to do this as a top folding. Oh, yes. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, my friend. We were just talking about how we're going to talk about overlays soon. The peppermint bark is good. It is very good. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply some adhesive here. Uh-oh, what did I do? Hold on, everyone. Oh no, I broke my adhesive. That's not the first time. Luckily, I have tons of backup. That's okay. Rest. That's funny you're resting. Simon Hurley was just talking about doing a keg stand with a Red Bull. So that's, I mean, it's there's the two totally different sides of the spectrum. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna place this right on our card base. And there we go. Yeah, that one we had to put down. There was no surgery. There was no surgery we could have done for that one. that one we just had to put her down. It was not changing. All right, everyone. So, how are we looking? Good? How's everybody feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you having a good time? Are you having a good time? Good. Are you having a good time? Are we ready to go to the second card? Simon equals young equals. No, very similar spectrums. I've been drinking the Red Bull. Oh, well, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. It does. 3 bags of jelly beans. Candy said, yes, that's Simon. Simon loves jelly beans too. He always tries to get us. That's the thing. When you have a friend that owns a creative company as well as a candy company, he gets, you know, stencils and jelly bellies. It's a cool exchange. So that is card number 1. All right, let's go down. Let's head down to card number 2. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good on time. So I think we are doing good. Ah, yes. It's all the backdrop is all my favorite things. All my favorite things. All right. So let's get ready for card number 2. Let me go and grab let's put this to the side. We will go ahead and show all of these at the end. Let me grab my card number 2 bin here. So these bins I got like super duper, like these were retired. I can't even remember where I got these, but I need to get my hands on the ones from scrapbook.com. I need to, so these are, I mean, similar to scrapbook. I can't remember where I got these, but they don't exist anymore because I've searched high and low. But scrapbook.com has, I need to get myself I need like a case. Are there 12 in a case? That's what I need. I need these big bins from scrapbook.com because this is how I always organize everything, and I love it. Love it so much. I can't remember, Catherine, what did you say your favorite candies were? I think we talked about this before, but I can't remember what you said your favorite candies were. Oh, thank you, Cody. Okay. Cody, are you the one to email? Stack and sort. That's what I need. That's what I need. Okay, good. I'll send you guys an email. Okay. So, let's go ahead and let's get started. So this one is a little bit more in depth, okay? So everybody get yourselves strapped in. The last one is the easiest one, I promise. Does anybody have any questions? Let me go there. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? Oh, maybe I did get them at the Target. At the Target. Oh my goodness. You know, down at the Target. Down at the Target. Hubby is cooking dinner for the second night in a row. I am going to sign up for lots of these events. Do it. Listen, if you guys, you guys were able to register for fall already, right? I believe so. If you haven't, do it. Oh, did I miss what? Is Catherine, who is at SCT Magazine? Is that you, Catherine? The fancy licorice is her favorite. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. Oh yeah, the Wily Wallaby. We gotta send her more of that at the Targets. Yeah, we got it. We have to send Catherine a little goodie box for being so kind and putting up with my antics. All right, so I guess we're good. Are we good? She said, "Love the Target, the Google, the Target and the Google." Got it. Yes, please register. Please register. Okay, so you can register already. Okay, good. Because we're gonna have fun. We have some Halloween-y stuff that I'm doing. We have some fun Halloween-y stuff. It's not spooky though. I've been told no spooky, and I don't do any spooky. It's cute Halloween. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab our raindrop panel that we previously cut out. This guy right here. Okay, and we are going to trim this down to 4 by 5 1/4. Now, if I may give you a tip, this is going to be centered here. So you're going to want to take a little bit off of either side, okay? So you want to make sure that you are trimming down. So this needs to go down to 4 by 5 1/4, but if I trim right now, what's going to happen is it's going to look a little wonkalina. So what you're going to want to do is just go and trim a little bit off of one side, okay? And then trim off of the other side the rest. And that should, now you're going to kind of have to eyeball it, and I know you're going to say, Christopher, you do a million of these, so it was a little bit easier for you to eyeball, but I promise you it's not super difficult. Okay, and then 5 1/4, and I would say take the full 5 1/4 off of the bottom here, okay? See that? So it's center adjacent. Wonkalina, that is a technical term. First of all, Wonkalina, listen, my dear friend Wonkalina, she's a second cousin. She just sometimes things get a little bit astray, I guess you would say. So Wonkalina is what we call this. That is what we call this. No, I'm not. No, never. No gnomes. No gnomes. No gnomes. Just fun Halloween. We're doing no gnomes. Okay, so now we're going to cut our black cardstock. So you, again, should have received some black cardstock in your kit. We are going to trim that down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So 4 1/8. So the eighth is this little guy right here. So 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which is the one that's right after the quarter. So 5 3/8. My mom called me Messalina. That's fun. My favorite saying probably will always be slob kebab though. Slob kebab is, and we have slob kebab aprons. That's probably one of my absolute favorite sayings. So when you place it on here, you're going to have what I call a Gina mat. So Gina K, one of the things that she has taught me over the years is if you have a mat on your card, if you don't have a mat on your card, you might as well not make a card. You got to have at least some sort of a little mat. And on this one, we have a whisper of a mat. Like it's like we sneezed and that mat was placed on there. She is the queen of the eighth, the queen of the 1/8 of an inch mat. And I can't blame her. It looks so darn good. It looks so darn good. So that is the 1/8 of an inch around the end. Again, the queen of the mat. And what we're going to do is we're going to just make sure that fits on there well. And we're going to go ahead and adhere to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. We are going to adhere the black panel. Again, I'm going to do another top folding because I'm real into top folding right now. All of a sudden, crisp. Gina, my goodness. Every time funny enough, I always have to stop. I always have to stop to get a crisp Diet Pepsi at the gas station, and I always say a crisp Diet Pepsi. So when you just said a crisp, that's fantastic. That made my day. Oh, I love it. Wait, what did Jennifer say? I missed it. Oh, I have to listen. Hold on, I don't have it here. I have a cheat sheet, and that's how I count my 1/8. Literally a cheat sheet. Okay, and then this guy will fit right in here, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so let me move this away. Crisp. Yes, I agree. Listen, crisp. It must be crisp. Okay, so now you're going to grab a journaling pen. A journaling pen is just a fancy name, I think, for just a really nice pen. I like to use, these Sharpie S gels, I'll zoom in. We don't sell them or anything. I think I got this one probably at like Target. Getting a crisp Diet Pepper from the gas station. Listen, if I come up and I visit you guys and we go live together, we'll be getting those crisp drinks. So this is the one that I use. This has adhesive on it, but it's just an S gel Sharpie. It works really, really well for me because it keeps things. It doesn't run. It's really cool. So what you're going to do is you're just going to do a line around the outside and then add a couple little squiggles to the line. See that there? Oh yes. Now this would be one thing that I would tell you, don't use a T-roller, because you kind of want it to be, again, we're going to say the Wonkalina. You want it to have that look of being hand-drawn, okay? And then we're going to go around. A crisp drink from my goodness. Oh, swing by DQ. Listen, Laura, I'll book my ticket tonight. DQ. When I tell you, I went to DQ the other day, and I got a crisp chicken finger. It was a very crisp. I still dream about the random soda mixes. First of all, Simon, how are you going to rub it in that you've already... That's okay. Well, maybe we'll all go out at the same time. I stopped drinking Pepsi. I was drinking too many. Oh, Sue. Yeah, I have a problem too. I'm trying to do better. But see how the Sharpie, it doesn't move and it doesn't run? The size of the S Gel pen, that is an excellent question. It is the 0.7. 0.7. Oh, I did see the dirty soda option at Taco Bell. Yes, it is my favorite trimmer of all time. It will always be my favorite trimmer, no matter what other trimmers come out. And it is, yeah, the old school Cricut trimmer. It's where I got my start, was with the Cricut people. And I don't know, it's just the smoothest trimmer I've ever used. Now, and that's within the trimmer like this. If it was a guillotine, I love the Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer. There's different types of trimmer. The rotary trimmer, I love the Fiskars. So there's a lot of different things. A lot of different ways. Yes, crisp, crisp, crisp. All right. So now we have our pieces kind of ready to go, okay? Okay, so let's move this to the side. And we are now going to stamp 1 Theodore holding an umbrella, 2 clouds, and 1 sun in black ink, okay? Did you follow me? We can use our piece of paper that we had from before. All right. Listen, could you imagine if me, Simon, and Gina at scrapbook.com, woo! Now that would be a good time. Okay. We'd have to figure out if we could get the security for Simon and Gina, though. We'd have to use a special entrance and the autographs. My goodness. My grandson's first job was at DQ. He used to eat a different Blizzard every day for dinner since they were freedom employees. Listen, I love a Blizzard, but I love a Dilly Bar. A Dilly Bar is my absolute favorite. How do y'all feel about a Dilly Bar? Do you feel good about it? I love a Dilly Bar. All right. So now we are going to go ahead and we are going to grab the Theodore with the umbrella. And we're going to stamp 2 clouds. And what else did I say? And 1 sun. Move that cloud up there. Okay. Dilly bars are the best? Okay, good. Good. Oh my goodness. And Catherine, listen. It is going to be, look at what I did, because I'm not paying attention. Because I'm talking too much. Listen, we should have everyone. Cherry Dilly Bars. My favorite are butterscotch. I don't know if anybody else is a butterscotch fan. I've loved butterscotch since I was little. I've always loved butterscotch. I love that. I love DQ. But I mean the chillin' grill, is that what they call it? Something about a chillin' grill. Peanut butter parfait. Peanut buster parfait. What? I need all of these things. It's our 20th birthday celebration this year. Now, wait a second. Could you imagine? We're coming to Arizona. Does Arizona have the places with like the dirty sodas and stuff? That hasn't caught on here yet. Thank you. Thank you. Butterscotch muffins. Wait a second, Vicky. You got me all excited here. Hold on, I'm trying to stamp and think about butterscotch muffins at the same time. I love a Dilly Bar. Always have, always will. And they make them in-house now. Talk about it. We have tons. That's why. Okay. I'm in. So they throw random good things in. Peanut butter parfait is pretty awesome. Okay, so describe it to me. I mean, obviously it's peanut butter, but is it peanut butter or is it peanuts? I need additional information. I'm going right to DQ after this. I'm going right to DQ. I want to go out and hang out with, I have to get my passport and stuff, but I really want to go hang out with Catherine in the fall for the unboxing and stuff. I think that would be fun because, you know, fall's my jam. Fall is my jam. Food trucks. A dirty soda is, I mean, it's basically a soda that has like cream or milk in it. From what I understand, I might be wrong. Layers of ice cream, chocolate, and peanuts. Okay, done, sold. Done. Simon can't have that. He's allergic. He is allergic. All right, so now we are going to color with Olo markers, O2.5, NGO, NG1, lemon, crystal, T-rose. Perfect. Okay, so let's grab our markers again. Basically going to be doing the same thing from before. So we're going to start for Theodore. We are going to use NGO and NG1, okay? Oh, let me grab my travel mat back because I don't want to, I mean, alcohol will take everything off of this map, but I don't want to. Get too crazy. Potato chips and pretzels. Yep, I'm on board. Okay. So we're just going in and coloring him in. We really are. That's the thing that's cool. I will say that. Yes, we all really, in real life, we are friends. We are. And I can't imagine, you know, not being friends with everyone. It's really, really awesome. Okay, so now we're going to do the tail. On Instagram Reels, I'll have to check that out. I'm going to add a little bit of the NGO just right here to the ear to kind of give it the look of a... Oh, I have to do another cloud. Okay. Thank you. My producer just sent me a message saying another cloud. So we'll use one of Gina K's blocks. I don't know if these are back in stock. I know they go out of stock often. But they're my favorite blocks in the history of blocks. Okay, we did it. Whew. We did it without a Misty. Whew. That's tricky. Okay. All right, two clouds, got it. All right, so now we are going to grab our lemon. We're going to use that on the sun. I saw my watch light up and I was like, uh-oh. Because right now I have it on Do Not Disturb, but you know, when you do Not Disturb, you can still have certain people that can send messages through to you. All right, so we have also the lemon for the little boots here. Oh my goodness, I love that. All right, we have to grab the pink again for the nose. I almost missed that. And then we are going to use the crystal for the raindrops. as well as for the rain. Or puddle, I guess you would say. There you go. Okay. And then for the little handle, we're also going to use the lemon. All right, I think I got everything. Oh, we have to go in with the crystal for the clouds too. I never did get the sign to line up properly. I gave up. Okay, I'll show you. I should have, and I will next time if there's ever a die like that. I will make sure to provide a little cheat, because you can get the dies etched in a way that will show you how that lines up, and I promise in the future I will do that. Okay, so now we are going to stamp the umbrella in black ink on the dark blue section of the raining cloud card panel. So let's move this out of the way. The raining cloud card panel is this panel right here. Okay, this panel right here. We're going to pop this into our Misty again. First of all, listen, has anybody ever had, I just had Tillamook mac and cheese for the first time ever. And when I tell you, it was divine. It was divine. All right, so we're going to stamp that right on this dark blue panel. Oh, there you go. And that is, and we're just going to do the top of it because we just need the umbrella. Okay. One, and we'll do one more for good measure. Oh, that's okay, Rebel. That's all right. I'll show you. It is tricky because it is very much a line-up kind of a die. Yes, I love Tillamook, but that mac and cheese, I know, I'm getting hungry too. Having that early dinner. Luckily, I have a whole bunch of leftovers for when I get home. A ton of leftovers. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. Actually, we should go ahead and stamp the sentiment while we're at it. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and we'll cut out the hello sun, or we'll stamp the hello sunshine now too. And for this, I'm just going to use a scrap piece of paper. Is everybody still having a good time? I hope so. Are we still at a good pace? I mean, this card's going to be done in about 10 minutes, so I think we should be good. The last card is by far the easiest card. Can you die cut plain paper, then stamp it? Sure. Sure. I think that's, I know what you're asking. I think so. Okay. All right. Let's do it one more time. Oh, that's okay, Kathy. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I just appreciate you being here, my friend. I really do. All right, so that puppy's done now. Good. Grab, again, some squeaky clean. Okay. That's okay. Listen, my friend, slightly overwhelmed is just fine. It can be very overwhelming. I mean, it is definitely a marathon, of creating. And again, you know, Catherine has set this up, Catherine and her team, to make sure that you are able to go back, revisit classes, revisit, you know, what we're doing. It makes it super, super simple in the future. So just chill out today, hang out, watch what we're doing, and yeah, it'll make it super, 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 super simple in the future. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to die cut out all of our pieces. I was just looking at the instructions. I don't think we told you to die cut out the pieces. Let's see here. On a fussy cut, set aside, stamp 1, 2. Yes, we are going to go ahead and we are going to die cut these out. So let's grab our dies real quick here. Sorry, it looks like that wasn't something we put in the instructions, but we are going to die cut them out. And for the sun, we're just going to keep on spinning. I would suggest lining up the top. And when the top lines up, you will know which is which. I cheated. I already have one die cut. But when you line it up, you will definitely know. We're just gonna keep spinning around. We have a little bit of time. Any questions? Did I miss any big questions? While I'm lining everything up here. Line up the bottom first. Okay, that's what I'll do. It's been such a long time since I've die cut these out, because we developed these classes a long time ago. So when I saw that someone had that tip, I was like, okay, so line up the bottom first, you're saying. Okay. Did I do it? Nope. Did I do it? Nope. Yes, next time I promise to make sure that there is something that indicates how it lines up. Took you a minute, okay? I mean, we do know that there's a right way, obviously. I feel like that should be the right way. Oh. Got it. Okay. The match. Mark the die itself. Yeah, that's as soon as I get the match, that's what I'm going to do too. I guess I should have done that beforehand, right? I mean, that would have made things a little bit easier if I had done that beforehand, but it's okay. All right, let's go ahead and run this through. Let me grab my question asked about the umbrella. Color it, or are you leaving it while it... No, we stamped it on the blue. I know you can't see it here, but we stamped it on the blue. That's the one thing that you're going to do differently. Or, well, not differently, but Okay. We're gonna fussy cut out the. We're gonna fussy cut out the umbrella. Okay. All right, got all my pieces here. All right. Got our little mouse, little Theodore. Put these dies in here so I don't lose them. We got our cloud. We're going to do our second cloud now. And then we'll be all done. Visual cue, perfect. I think I see what you mean. I think I see what you mean. All right, send our cloud through. Then we're going to do our umbrella. Then we'll be good. All right. Because our last card is going to take maybe 10 minutes, if that. It is by far the easiest card. I wanted to make sure you had something simple for the end. Oh, wait, should I do that? Nah. Now that I got my scissors out already. That is a great tip, though. Just cut it out with the die. And then you only have to trim out the bottom. Okay. Just fussy cutting out our umbrella here. And that does make a great impact. Okay. And we're going to use a foam square to pop that up. Or foam squares. Okay. Those were my famous. Oh no, Libby! What happened? Oh no, I missed it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Famous last words. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. So what I'm doing now is we took the blue panel. That is the blue panel from your card panels, and we stamped just the top portion of Theodore with his umbrella. And then we fussy cut it out. We're just going to do like a layering piece. Listen, the first time, ask Catherine about the first class that I taught. They had to pull out the hook and pull me off the stage. Literally. They were like, Christopher, wrap it up. She said, don't watch. So there, that's how your umbrella is going to look. It's going to go over top. And it just gives like a deep, if you could see this in person, come on. Beauty guru, lighting, there you go. It just makes it just gives it a little oomph, All right. So next, we are going to stamp Hello Sentiment, Sunshine on white cardstock. Again, it says fussy cut it out. We're not going to fussy cut it out because we have a die. So let's use the die. Go ahead and cut that out. But literally, they were like, Christopher, what are you doing? I just was having such a good time. I was like, I could not stop. I was having so much fun. I mean, I always have so much fun in these classes. I have fun in every class that I teach. It's one of my favorite things to do is teach classes. But they said, wrap it up, kid. Wrap wrap it up. It's really just kind of in the center. I'll show you. Let me grab another panel real quick. So it's the best spot, I think. I mean, really the only real great spot is right here. It fits perfectly in the center portion right here. Well, thank you, Christine. I certainly have a lot of fun with all of you. All right. So, whoops, gotta get my Dr. Pepper out of here. All right, so we're going to add, we already did that to the sentiments. We're gonna do that in a minute. Cut white cardstock to 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Adhere the already die cut circle of sparkle overlay to that. Okay, so we're gonna grab a piece of white cardstock. Let's put all of our pieces over here to the side, okay? All of our pieces to the side. Okay, and we're gonna cut a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 piece of white cardstock, okay? So, I grab a piece of cardstock here. Okay. And we're going to cut 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I'm just going to use a scrap piece. Stand-up comedy. I mean, I just talk and hope that I really don't think I'm that much of a hoot, but I just talk. It gets me in trouble sometimes. What colors were used for the mouse in the sample? Seems darker. So the mouse in the sample, it was NG4 and NG5, but they were not available. So we just updated. So it's just a little bit darker in the sample, but that's NG4 and NG5, but we just made him a little bit lighter because when we made the sample, there was plenty of those colors in stock, and then by the time we were ready to roll, those markers were not. And unfortunately, we had no control over the markers. All right, we're going to adhere our already die cut circle. So we already die cut this circle, remember? We're going to place it right in the center here, okay? Right in the center. Whoopsies. See how beautiful that is? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay? Got that? Okay, now from our rainy day washi sheet, we're bringing this back. Remember this guy from before? We are going to, from the number 4, number 5, and number 6, so 4, 5, and 6, these ones right here, we are going to trim out 1/8 inch strips. Okay, so what I would suggest doing to make sure that you got this right is I would suggest trimming these out. Yes, the circle is from what we had from the very beginning. So we're going to do 4, 5, and 6. So I would suggest going in and trimming this out. Doesn't hurt anything. There's space in between them, so that's not going to hurt a darn thing. So I would go in and I would trim out 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And then what you can do, and I'm going to trim off this side too. You don't have to. You could just go all the way down to run. 4, 5, and 6, the pink. It's all these guys, and we are going to trim. And the reason I did this as a part of the class is I wanted you, so here's the 1/8 right here on mine. I did this because I wanted you to see that you could do different things with them if you trimmed them down, okay? So there's our first 1/8. And you want a total of 11 strips. 1/8, and you see how, see how they're smaller? 1/8. Yes, that's what I am working on right now. Christopher said, yes, that was when the stabby tool was born. Well, not the actual tool, but that was when me calling it the stabby tool was born. All right, so we're going to trim this down. And you're just going to keep on trimming 1/8. this, yeah, the pokey slash stabby tool. And again, we're just trimming down to 1/8 inch. And you'll want to have 11. So you should get about 4 out of each one. So you'll have extra. And like I said before, you don't have to follow me. You could go in and you could absolutely do your own thing. And you can die cut these strips. There's just so much that you can do. So much. Okay. Yes, I'm using the Cricut trimmer. It's my favorite. It is always, it's just my favorite for that type of a trimmer. Okay. So now we're going to adhere the washi strips to the sparkle overlay circle, rotating patterns and leaving about 1/16 of an inch of sparkle overlay between strips until covered. So this is how I do it. So I'm going to take my strip here and I'm going to remove it. So there'll still be some room on the sides here. I take my first strip and I do my first strip in the center, or, you know, kind of center adjacent. See that there? And then I'm just going to fold it over, fold it over. Got it? Then we're going to take our next one and we're going to place that one about halfway through the margin. See that there? And then I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to do all of my strips here. See that? Fold them over, and now we're going to go back to this guy here. And we're just creating a really cool pattern for behind. And really, once you start getting yourself some washi strips, there's really, the sky's the limit. You can do so many different things. It's the same thing with the overlays. We have created some really great overlay bundles for you guys. Oopsies, yep, that's right. That make it super easy to pick out your overlays. We kind of pick them out for you. It's my favorite part, is we pick them out for you and make sure you're getting what you need. Okay, so now we're going to go in with another one of the little rainbows. And again, you can alternate this however you would like. And we need one more umbrella. And we'll do one more of our raindrops. Although those raindrops are going in the wrong direction, it's okay. It's going to be kind of covered up. All right. We're almost done. The overlays, I mean, my goodness, you guys. The overlays, I'm telling you. We just, you know, we just hit the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, with the different types of overlays. Because you just have one in your kit, and my goodness. All right, so add the thin to the back of the circle and adhere. Oh, so we need to actually go ahead and we need to die cut our circle out. I don't believe, is that in there, in here? And die cut both of the same. Okay. Yep, it does say it in there. So we're going to go ahead and die cut that out. And you're just going to, you know, center adjacent. And we're almost done with this card. And then we have our easiest one. Oh, we got to... Wait, that's not the right size circle, is it? Where'd I put my circle at? That's okay. This circle's a little bit smaller. It's not going to hurt anything, though. Not going to hurt a darn thing. I don't know where I put my circle at. running it through. All right. Well, we don't want to tear anything. Well, we can tear them on the outside, but not. I don't want to tear anything on the inside there. Or we'd have to put something to cover it up. All right. So yeah, and the cool thing about once you die cut it out, it really is cool because look at how it flattens everything down. Let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? See how it flattens everything down? These overlays, I tell you, oh my goodness. And we have 2 new ones that we have just for you. It just went live. Okay, so now, adhere Theodore near the bottom of the right circle, along the puddle side off the edge, using white. Okay, got it. All right, so now we can assemble. Now we can assemble. How exciting. And then we're on our last card. Oh my goodness. You are welcome. Thank you, Brutus Monroe. Yes, you could put the overlay on the top too. Absolutely. We just didn't put the overlay on the top, but you absolutely could. The overlay, you could do the overlay however you want. That's the beauty of these overlays is you can the real beauty for me and the real reason that I came out with them was because there were a lot of there were so many different cardstocks that I wanted to make glittery, and the reason I wanted to make them sparkly and glittery was because a lot of my cardstocks here at Brutus Monroe, you can use those to create all sorts of different really cool and interesting backgrounds with the foils. So we have foil overlays. We have a couple in our line. I believe Gina may have one in her line. They're overlay foils that you can use on any cardstock that has been printed with toner. And most of the cardstocks out there now are printed with toner, but a lot of them are printed with a process that does not use toner. So those particular type, you cannot use our overlays on. You would have to use something that is going to stick and adhere to it. And if I have a chance, I'll go through the overlays at the end. I might not have time to show you some of the different ones. But it was so important to me that you received an overlay for this class because I just think they're so fun and so cool. All right. Okay. Well, rest up, my friend. Oh, zoom back out. I'm sorry. There you go. That's all I was doing. Nothing exciting. Just adhering. I apologize. I forget with this fancy new camera equipment. The zooming in and zooming out, sometimes I'm not super great. Super great at it. All right. So now we're just going to put it all together. And we'll be all done with card number 2. Center that up. You know how I feel about liquid adhesive, but it does have a place and a time, and that's when you're kind of squaring stuff up. All right, now let's put our adhesive on the back here, our pop dots. Thank you, Angie. And then we'll be on our last card. 10 minutes, we can do it. We can do our last card. What is after me? Is Jennifer after me? Is that mix it up time? Are we sure those are 1/8 inch strips? They look like 1/4 inch strips to me. So they're supposed to be 1/8. I could have done 1/4 inch because I was just kind of cutting away, but 1/8 is what they're supposed to be. But you can do 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch looks good to me. Yeah. Whatever you like. Okay, and then this is just going to fit perfectly where that circle was, because we're not wasting a darn thing this year. And there we go. How do you feel? Look at that sunshine back there. See that? Isn't that fun? I love it so much. I love it so much. All right. You do need to send me some clear foam tape. You know what, Simon? What I think would be really great? I think it would be great to put behind, like, clear things. I think that was, I mean, when you said that, when you brought that up, I said, wow. Do we have more stamp images with Theodore that coordinates with the washi? We have more stamp images of Theodore that they don't necessarily coordinate with this washi, but we do have them. We do have lots. So the Theodore, if you just look for Theodore or just type in Theodore at brutusmonroe.com, you'll find a lot. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, that man, innovative. When I saw that, I could not believe it. How cool that was when he put that behind that oh yes, that's very important to me. I know that you guys, I mean, if you're like me, you value that dollar, especially with card making, and that scrap is important. It is important. Okay, so what we're going to do for our rapid fire round is we are going to grab the Theodore mouse with his uncle Chris. And we're going to stamp that down here. Yeah, Penny actually does all of our organization for our website, so she would know the best of where to show you how to get that. Okay. Can you believe we're almost done? Oh my goodness. Those youngsters like Simon, I'm telling you, the way his brain works, it should be studied. Because when I saw him pop that up and it just disappeared behind the acetate, I was like, whoa. Like, oh, my die just flew across the room. I said, whoa. Okay, so we got him stamped out here. Let's go ahead and color him in. Grab again the NGs and our rows. We're gonna do it, Libby. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this one for you, my friend. Was the card number 2 base another top fold? Yes, I did another top fold. Oh, thank you, Shelly. She said our cards are always a treat. I appreciate that. I mean, I really just have such a good time doing them. I don't know. I really don't know. If I wasn't making cards, I don't know what I'd be doing. I say that all the time. I feel like I have to do this. Oh yes, the Theodore under the quilt. That's a pretty new one. New adjacent. All right, so I'm just coloring this, our little friends, just like we colored the other one. Oh, I forgot my little sheet. Oh my goodness. I like to use these little travel sheets to, number 1, blot off, and number 2, to make sure I don't, it doesn't bleed underneath. Oh, oh no, oh no, hold on. Whew. My cap just fell. We have this giant garbage can underneath of me because I'm always getting garbage everywhere, and it just fell down into the garbage, and I thought it was gone forever. I thought I was a goner. All right. Let's grab the die. Any tips to get the backing off of the skinny strips? So it will be die cut at the end. That would be my number one tip for you, is at the end. So see here at the very end, there's still a die cut. So when you go, see how that, no, this is a very thin piece, but see how it popped up, because you're not cutting it all the way to the end. See that? When you flip it over, you still have a little bit of release there. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, we're gonna trim out our piece here, and we got 5 minutes. We're good. 5 minutes. I'm gonna show you a quick little bit of overlays, and then we're good. We're gonna use some of Simon's inks and Simon's brushes. We are in a good spot. Okay, there we go. Got them all cut out. Now for my next trick, we are going to trim out a panel to 3x4. A white panel to 3x4. Okay. Jennifer's like, Christopher, wrap it up. I'm just kidding. She said, I have a mix it up to do. Okay, so that's 3x4. And then we are going to take our raindrops. Okay, so you got your raindrop stencil, excuse me. And we are just going to use the colors. And the colors that we provided in the book of Simon Hurley's inks, because they're my faves. And we're going to start. Let me grab my, oops, hold on. Here it is all set up for me. Luckiest guy in the world. So we're going to start with Prom Queen. Okay. You're just going to go in and you're going to add. And they can be darker in some areas and lighter in other areas. That's actually what we want. Then we're going to grab Guppy. And aren't these brushes great? Just going to go in, and you can mix your colors. It's not going to hurt anything. I would suggest using the foaming brush cleaner from Brutus Monroe to go ahead and get all of that off of there. I know. Oh, I didn't know she was sick. And then we're going to go in with Shooting Star. And again, you want the colors to kind of mix. Okay, so there's our first set. See how pretty those look on there? Then we're going to go in and we're going to do our second set. And we are going to clean off the stencil, because I don't think we need to. I mean, you can. I'm using 4 for the next one. Then Midnight Smack. Oh, I need another brush for this. I guess I'll use this one. I need a dark blue brush, but I guess this is going to be the dark blue brush. Okay, and then last but not least is 100% juice. I know, blending is probably one of my favorite things to do. Okay, and then, oh yes, you have to yell 4. You do. Okay, so there are our raindrops. Okay, and then, very, very simple, we're going to stamp after the rain comes the rainbow. And I'm going to stamp that with Oh my goodness, I have 1 minute. I'm going to stamp that with, again, one of Gina K's. Yeah, it was like the most perfect little stencil, I thought, to be able to do stuff. Okay, after rain comes the rainbow. And then we're going to stamp the little heart. Okay. Okay, and then I colored in the little heart on mine. Okay, and then we're going to add Theodore and Uncle Chris with some adhesive. We're going to do it right on here. And then we are going to trim down, again, our piece of black cardstock. Yeah, aren't the rainbow raindrops cool? And in the bonus, you received more, the little bonus thing that you could have got with extra supplies. That had 4 1/4. That has items that you could do like different overlays. 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. I'm almost done, I promise. I promise. Okay, we're just going to place this right on the front here. That little 1/4 inch border. All right, and then this is going to go on to a regular side folding card base. Although we did just get the, or it's going to be top folding, but like this. Does that make sense? Hope so. And you could pop this up or not. And there you go. It's just so simple. This is one that you could mass produce very, very easily. I mean, very, very easily. And that is the final card. Oh, we were so close. We were so, so close to being right on time. Let me move my things out of the way here. Let me get this final card. And I'm really excited to see you all in the fall. So there we go. There's our 3 cards. Did you all have fun? Did you have fun? I hope so. I hope so. I just wanted to do one quick one. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to wait a moment to see if anybody has any questions. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. We'll run through overlays real quick, and that's it. Because we have had lots of questions about what looks like what. So, first of all, these are the ones that we brought out just for you. This is Sparkler. See how it looks like sparkles? Sparkler. Then we have Star Spangled. Cluster of Hearts. Confetti. Delicate Wings. Field of Flowers. Firework. Glowing Hearts. Grid. Regular holographic, which is the bestseller because it's just holographic. And then Sequin, which is probably the second bestseller. So that's all of your overlays. The 2 that specifically we did for you guys that don't launch until next week, but you can get them now, are those 2. And that is that. We did it! We did it! How fun, how fun. Fun, fun, fun. I hope you all had a good time. I had so much fun. So much fun. Oh, and also, I forgot to tell you, there was a request, and I can't remember who requested it, but thank you to whoever requested it, because since you requested it, we launched for you guys the Create Your Own Pattern. So this washi doesn't have anything on it, and that stencil that you wanted, that you can blend. So I promised you all that I would figure it out before I went live for class. So whoever asked me to do that, to give you the stencil and give you the one that you can stamp whatever you want, there it is. We were able to turn it around in, half of a week. So thank you all so much for being here with me. I appreciate, you have no idea how much I appreciate you all including me and allowing me to teach and having a good time. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Megan. Thank you to the entire team at SCT. My goodness, am I fortunate to be a part of all of this and fortunate to be a part of this with all of you. So I can't wait. I'm going to be watching Jennifer with all of you. And then we have the wrap up, which is always a good time as well. I want to thank you so much for being a part of my life. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love every single day. Remember to create something every single day, whether it's just a little mouse that makes you happy or your own ending. I will see you all very soon in the fall. And thank you.